always want to tell a fun, exciting story. And every time I've ever made a movie, I go into it going, I want this to be the best movie ever made.
You ever wonder what happens when you mix hot lava and chicken?
Weird.
I only have one gear, bro. It's all the way. Bleep it if you must. Bleep it if you must.
What an idiot I've been as a young person in this industry who has no filter and no idea what she's doing.
Who's the Disney character you identify with most? Mickey, Nemo, Peter Pan, or Dumbo? Dumbo. That's sad, but yeah, like...
Well. How the turntables...
Like, who has been the most exciting person for you tonight?
Oh my God.
Besides, but shut took the words out of my mouth. Besides, I'm a narcissist.
What the hell is even that?
Because right now there's more dwarves on this podcast than there are in the new Snow White movie. And that's probably due to Peter Dinklage.
Yep.
When I was a child, I used to think Snow White was a Japanese lady. She has geisha-like pale skin, black hair, and tends to 7 ugly white men.
So will she rise or bow her head? Will she lead or just be led?
I did not like Snow White. The reason why is that the actress that plays Snow White, she acts like a bitch all the time.
Weird.
What would you say to those who are just kind of overly critiquing the film at this point? You've worked so hard on it.
The Rachel Zegler. Snow White Meltdown just hit a shocking new level, and now Jack Black is right in the middle of it. Reports say the comedy icon personally confronted Zegler after her infamous interviews exploded online. Sources claim the tense exchange pushed her straight into therapy. What should have been her big Disney break is now a career catastrophe.
The original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her. Weird. We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story, just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie. Andrew Burnap, great dude. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Fans were already livid when Zegler called the prince a stalker, mocked the classic story, and proudly declared her Snow White didn't need saving. But Jack Black? He wasn't having it. Insiders say he grilled her about dismantling a timeless tale beloved by generations. No prince, no dwarves, just attitude. And that's when the Disney dream began crumbling.
Excuse me, your curtain. Please allow me to help.
Help? From you?
I didn't mean to offend. I just thought you should know that
That I should know what? That some privileged white guy thinks his opinion matters? Get over your entitlement. I'm not some damsel in distress waiting for you to ride in on your high horse.
Snacks all over the set that are apple flavored. And that hurts my feelings.
I was gonna say,
It's like they don't know what happens to me. There's going to be so many stories that come from the set about how difficult I am to work with simply because I don't want apples.
It's Hollywood, baby.
According to sources, Jack Black doesn't. Just blame Zegler. He also pointed fingers at Gal Gadot, calling both actresses' performances flat, stiff, and completely lacking emotional spark.
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?
Magic mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
You had one job. Just the one?
Kalel, no. Max Lord, you're putting yourself and everyone else in grave danger. I need you to give me the stones. What happened to it?
What did you say?
So exciting. Very interested to find the men who bought those.
Why should I help you?
Because we're asking you nicely.
Just tell me what it costs to get her away from me. Name a price. I'll buy the whole damn boat if I have to. Who are you? The last of Hastia compels you to reveal the truth. Now, who are you?
But who?
Enough. I said enough. As Amazon, this is our duty. You have no idea what kind of power you're dealing with.
The chemistry? Non-existent. The acting? Soulless. That's what Black reportedly told Disney insiders, claiming, "It's a major reason audiences simply didn't connect."
Please welcome
Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot.
Visual effects push the boundaries of what we see on screen.
Their work makes the impossible seem possible.
With breathtaking ambition, they create magic that wraps its arms around our wildest imaginations.
Here are the nominees for Best Visual Effects.
Jack didn't mince words. He allegedly told colleagues that Disney obsessed over political messaging and forgot the core ingredient: emotional storytelling.
Sat through the whole thing. This was really bad. It was extremely leftist on every political dimension: racial politics, sexual politics, class politics, regime politics. Its narrative was cowardly. It was just awful.
In his view, the film collapsed because it lost its soul. No heart, no magic, no charm, just hollow dialogue and forced ideology.
Warner Brothers' Minecraft movie versus Disney's Snow White, which in theory should be quite a battle, but it's not even a fair fight. And it's pretty hysterical, actually, to watch. Literally the only person there. And do you not understand how humiliating this is? Meanwhile, the experience at Minecraft goes something like this.
Okay, snitch.
And the cops had to escort the rowdy teenagers out. The Minecraft movie is doing something magical. It's creating a live audience reaction event where people are going to just be part of something to interact with the movie itself. The kind of thing that really creates like a kinetic movement.
Meanwhile, something wild was happening across town. The Minecraft movie, once mocked as a pixelated kids flick, was destroying the box office. One weekend in, and it made more in the US than Snow White pulled, globally in 3 weeks. That's when the Jack Black firestorm truly erupted.
It got destroyed at the box office. Here's the box office numbers. The Minecraft movie made $60 million on Saturday. Snow White made $2 million.
Well, we all basically knew that Snow White was going to be a massive failure at the box office because of Rachel Zegler's controversial statement. But it says, meanwhile, over in the kingdom of crumbling crowns, Disney's Snow White dropped like an enchanted apple.
What they really mean is they're describing a worldview that hates you, that hates everything America stands for.
Whereas the Snow White model is the message ad infinitum, shoved directly up your ass, and most importantly, in the most insufferable possible way, like screamed at you by an ugly woman for 2 hours.
As the star of Minecraft and the voice of Kung Fu Panda, Black reportedly confronted Zegler backstage. Why mock Disney's legacy? Why call fans trolls? Why turn Snow White into a personal manifesto? Sources say Jack didn't hold back, and Zegler couldn't handle it.
Need a prince to save her, and not surrounded by 7 weird people. Oh, okay, just CGI fictional goblins, I guess.
Snow White, of course, famously played by the insufferable girl boss narcissist, who's just clinical at this point.
So you had the marketing material not being all that good. A lot of advertisements were really mediocre for this film. And to top it off, they made tons of changes and they strayed away from the source material, which upset a lot of fans.
Just like to sit in the back in the dark with no one watching me, just to gauge the audience and see if they laugh as hard as I do.
Today's presentation of a Minecraft movie. Please, no throwing popcorn. Also, absolutely no chicken jockeys!
Minecraft was delivering everything Snow White wasn't: fun, laughter, and genuine joy. While Zegler was lecturing fans, Minecraft was winning hearts. and Bob Iger was reportedly furious, demanding answers as his billion-dollar remake imploded.
This movie exists, by the way. You can't tell me Minecraft is the worst movie of 2025 when Snow White exists. That's right. Minecraft movies are going to make more in the weekend than Snow White's made in its entire theatrical run, and we know why. Encouraging to see a movie that decided to do the opposite of Snow White, which is, according to all available reviews, including from the people that I trust the very most on this platform, it is non-political. The Minecraft movie does not try to beat you and box you about the ears with the message. It is just silly fun for kids, which is what a kids movie should be. Teens in suits, shouting lines, cheering, like it was a concert. Check out the energy, unreal. Disney Snow White is flopping hard. Why did Minecraft win? Because they stayed true to their actual audience. If Disney had made a faithful adaptation to the original Snow White, it would have made $1 billion.
And it wasn't just Jack. South Park joined the pile-on, savagely parodying Snow White and Zegler in a brutal takedown. The mockery spread like wildfire, and Zegler became the face of Disney's biggest disaster in years.
Nothing has brought me greater joy than watching the Walt Disney Company absolutely panic over the last few weeks. They're mad at South Park because they're making fun of their woke ideologies, constantly race swapping or religion swapping everything in their movies.
It's a brand new exclusive event with all your favorite South Park characters.
Dude, school is going to be so awesome today. I had explosive diarrhea all night. I like big boobs.
Oh, hamburgers.
How does this even make any sense?
It makes perfect sense. I think the problem is you.
Creators of South Park pulled no punches, targeting Disney's obsession with race swaps, gender swaps, and forced messaging. In the Chewie chaos, fans weren't just laughing. They were demanding change.
Let's address the elephant in the room. I'm the hottest person in the world.
And if you disagree with this sentiment, I don't need your business.
Yeah. Weird. I'm a narcissist.
I don't need your business.
And everything I do, people will wait in line to see.
I don't need your business.
And right on cue, South Park aired a parody of Zegler's Snow White, flipping every character into a woke adult woman of color. It was satire aimed straight at Disney's agenda, and Zegler was reportedly livid.
It's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. It's Hollywood, baby.
You to say all of Andrew's could get cut. Like, who are you?
Oh my God.
Are you Disney? I've read your book, and I have. It's a phenomenal book. You're losing generation of loyal viewers. When you think about Snow White, what is the premise? What is the story?
It's a love story. It's a love story.
It's a dream for a girl to grow up and a man falls in love.
I'm really upset.
What happened?
The parody highlighted what critics have screamed for months. Zegler's version stripped away everything magical about the original. No prince, no romance. Just feminist monologues, and fans weren't buying it.
This is no ordinary apple, my dear. It's a magic wishing apple. A wishing apple? You offer it to me freely. In place of the patriarchy, you would have a queen! Not white, but diverse, inclusive, and equitable! I will become the leader I know I can be! All shall love me and despair!
Oh, what has she done to you? Fear not, first love's kiss can break any curse.
What happened next depends on who you ask. One insider says Zegler laughed it off, until Jack hit her with the numbers. In one weekend, Minecraft made more than your Snow White did worldwide. Maybe the fans aren't trolls. Maybe they're just bored.
There are 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess. I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed on.
Oh, really? Are you having trouble paying your bills, Rachel? Did Steven Spielberg not pay you for your role in West Side Story? Did Disney fail to give you a healthy paycheck for, cry me a river? She's just exactly everything that we can't stand.
Witnesses say Zegler broke down and ran backstage, sobbing as the confrontation echoed through the hall.
Zegler also faced blowback after posting Free Palestine. The note is from Israel and served in the Israeli army.
And then they had to hire a special media consultant for her to follow her around all the time and make sure she didn't continue shitting on Snow White and the prince and young love and women who want to get married and Steven Spielberg, the executive producer of her previous movie, and white people who she claims wanted to know if she was really a Latina on her first movie.
I never really wanted to talk about politics. I kind of tried really, really hard to avoid it because no one wants to hear celebrities talking about political issues, right?
And they postponed the release of this thing, Ben, for a year because their star, Rachel Zegler, was so unlikable, told all Trump supporters that they could off, excuse me, but she did. That was just in November. They didn't even know she was going to do that one. And then she came out and she said, I apologize. Like, I went too far, but it wasn't sincere. Disney.
Another source says Jack kept it professional, but cold. His warning was simple. Contempt for fans is career suicide.
Remaking the movie, they just got rid of the dwarfs. Okay,
but what do they call them?
Why would they get rid of the dwarfs, though?
Magical creatures.
But they have one token dwarf amongst these magical creatures. You actually just went backwards. You actually just erased the dwarfism side of it. The disability, like we're a disability group. You just erased that whole image. The argument should have been from Peter Dinklage. There's power of being on TV. There's power of television. And to put 7 people with dwarfism on camera in a major Disney movie, there's still power there. If the story is offensive, change the story. Don't change the characters.
Or what?
They're leaning into woke. Hardcore.
They're petrified of some kind of backlash.
Back at Disney HQ, the panic button lit up. Execs pulled Zegler from press tours, released vague mental health statements, and ordered emergency reshoots. Meanwhile, Minecraft passed $300 million, powered by families craving fun over lectures.
Zegler then inexplicably continued to post herself in an empty theater for her own movie. She's literally the only person there.
Online, the culture war exploded. Zegler supporters claimed she was punished for being honest. Critics flooded timelines with memes comparing Snow White's collapse to Minecraft's rise.
Can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
One image went viral. Zegler alone in an empty theater, while Jack Black crowd-surfed sold-out Minecraft screenings. Was he being cruel, or just brutally honest?
The most emotional experience that a person can go through to know that what they're working on is something that has reached a generation of people.
Oh my God.
Behind closed doors, studio whispers grew louder. Jack Black voiced what many were too afraid to say. Audiences buy magic, not moralizing. Disney's checklist storytelling is under fire. Merch deals are on hold, park plans frozen, investors are demanding answers, and all of it triggered by one unscripted meltdown that shattered Disney's illusion of control.